It's a good old days supercut. No, it's something stupid, that's what it is. At the time I was the most excited making a video. The full video link is in the description if you want to watch it, but it's super long. I don't know what I was thinking. Something stupid. As we do. Anyway. Cherish the past, you dope. That's right, baby. Wild West from Time Splitters 2. Once again, Graham Norgate from GoldenEye's Runway Level brings us an absolutely brilliant soundtrack for this classic Western shootout with revolvers and vintage rifles against guys with outstanding names like Mikey Two Guns, Jared Slim, Hector Barbosa, and Jebediah Crump. How do you not love it already? First you drain whiskey barrels just for the hell of it, then sprinkle gunpowder to a wagon full of TNT to spring a friend out of jail. How's it taste, Mad Dog Tannen? Then you weave your way around the corner to this awesome town center full of saloons and a big barn and quite the motley crew of outlaws stationed in all the best spots to drive home that western thing. There's also a hugely endowed woman trapped in a fire by the name of Venus Star. 2 R's on the end of that name, so you know what she's up to. But you gotta save her. And what's the solution in the Wild West? That's right, whiskey. So you blast holes in the barrels that act like water instead of alcohol, allowing the dear lady to escape with a "wow, thanks." But you ain't done. The Colonel is out there and nobody messes with him. So you run through the mining tunnels to the prospector's hut where he's hiding out, and he'll threaten you with that, "You can try, lawman, but you'll never take me alive." But screw that mess. Pump him full of lead. The time crystal and the splitters appear for a super scary final stretch, just praying a bullet doesn't come flying out of nowhere and kill you mere footsteps away from that time portal. Yes! This is why we need Time Splitters 4. Heck yeah, dude! Talking about 1930s gangsters and prohibition? These wise guys got names like Slick Tommy, Jimmy Needles, Hatchet Sal, Louie Big Nose, Braces, and Big Tony. You start off with that smooth music over by the docks, so you have to work your way to the streets, draining illegal whiskey barrels as you go. And as you pass by a telephone booth, it happens to be ringing. So you pick it up and the guy on the other line says, "Hey there, it's Marco. Meet me at the newsstand down the main street." But as you ready your Tommy gun, suddenly a car busts out of the corner and comes speeding and swerving down the alley. It's Big Tony's brother trying to escape, so you gotta unload on it before he gets away. Then there's a classic bar scuffle with guys pouring in saying stuff like, "Why I oughta," and "Okay boss, I'll teach him a lesson." And then the rest of your success lies on those good old phone booths that no longer exist in our real world. Because you gotta call for a taxi to get past the gate of the club, and the lady on the other line says, "Of course we'll send you a taxi, sir." You take cover behind the thing and just go in guns blazing. And if you want, you could try to call another taxi just for fun to hear the lady's voice again as she says, "All of our taxis are busy at the moment." From there, it's just a few weaves to the Sunrise Club where Big Tony both has the time crystal and he's pissed that you're in his club. It's a Tommy gun shootout followed by inbound time splitters as you make your escape to the portal. There's just something great about it all, man. A silly take on mobsters that's fun every time. The tiny left to right and then left again swings as you dodge lasers is enough to please anyone who ever wanted to fly a snowspeeder or an X-Wing, and what's even more fun is the tiny camera changes that make it all easy to maneuver. I absolutely love barreling down an AT-ST in the later wave until I'm in dire need to evacuate and nearing the out-of-bounds area. At that point, you switch the camera to that crazy external panning view, get an awesome look at your smoking speeder, do a 180-degree turn, and then rapidly change the camera back to the cockpit and go finish that little devil for some satisfying as hell explosion sounds. Followed immediately by mashing the boost and swinging right along the legs of the walkers and throwing out that tow cable, the whole time to the authentic Hoth music from the film. God, even just talking about it, I want to play it again. Seriously, if I had to rank these replay value things in this video, this one might be the number one. But this is not a ranking, this is just talking about it, dude. Satellites fly by, forcing you to somehow use the brake, while simultaneously attacking the A button, still rolling like a madman, only to find out that that was just the first line of defense. You're then greeted with some fancy enemy formations and a huge fleet. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna break through that fleet. And all of a sudden, the last line has been breached! These guys are crazy! Alien spaceship comes in, swinging its balls all over. Huge rainbow laser takes up the whole screen unless you roll around it. Peppy's still freaking out. Destroy all 3 energy balls! Then, with all of his desperation, he's like, "The shield is gone! Shoot the core, damn it!"
Fox, take it easy.
God, it's good stuff, every time. I'd take that over the big adventure games any day. But we aren't done being excited, dude. There are many other levels from that game like Zonus. This is Zonus? You're damn right it is. And I could go on about all of them, but for brevity's sake... Wait a second. You hear something? What's that I hear? Oh yeah, right into more fast-paced action comes Armored Armadillo stage in Mega Man X. The game is near flawless, so every stage has outstanding replay value. But Armored Armadillos in particular checks all the boxes that make Mega Man fun. But it's an easygoing music appreciation session. You jump, you shoot, you dance. And then you come to these power-squatting chunks blowing chest fans at you like some Care Bear rejects, before ultimately taking on the master of oscillation himself. Heck yeah, dude! You're gonna sit there and try to tell me that these simple ingredients get boring after one playthrough? Allow me to T-blow you right out of here. Mega Man 3, dude! Sparkman! His stage is full of little electric traps and doodads, all of your basic jumping and shooting needs, and even some dude swinging his nuts around. Again, these are the 8-bit days. There's not anything overly complex here. It might just be you alone in your living room after a garbage day in this garbage life, feeling like a dope going nowhere, but damn it, you're gonna deliver that gut punch to Bald Bull for the TKO, cause you ain't a coward! And when it's all over, you'll don those pink sweats and jog behind Doc Lewis, an accomplished man.
Alley Cat Blues.
Bodacious dudes! I don't care what year it is or what responsibilities we now have as grown adults. When Alley Cat Blues comes up, you get your best friend and you go kick shell. Smacking fire hydrants into the Foot Clan, falling into sewers wondering who put the lights out, all set to the jazziest rocking tune with that sweet sound font used in all the Konami Turtles games, just to hear Metalhead say, "I'm gonna turn you into turtle soup." It doesn't get any more classic than this. The rightly named Turtles in Time, for it is indeed the most timeless of all beat-em-ups. I think my favorite sequence in this part is how you must paint a kumquat tree red to look like cherries, then go insult George Washington's cherry tree chopping ability to trick him into ruining his reputation of cutting down exclusively only cherry trees. Another good one is how you have to use a novelty exploding cigar from the 90s to blow George Washington's teeth out of his mouth, just to hand him a pair of chattering teeth so that Thomas Jefferson and John Hancock think he's freezing and bicker about building a fire. Also, you could steal a blanket to cover the chimney later to steal a gold-quilted pen to power up your bathroom time travel machine. The whole thing is perfect absurdity with subtle, stupid humor, and it will never for the rest of my life get old.
I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother.
Lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby. But as you can see, well, what do you know? There is a cherry tree out there. Well, let's go chop the sucker down. Voila!
You're quite a man.
Yes, I know.
Scratch one kumquat tree.